New York to Los Angeles, Raleigh to Austin.
There's no justice, there's no peace.
Tensions exploding on college campuses nationwide.
The movement's never been bigger than it is right now, not only at the University of Michigan, but across the country.
Students protesting Israel's bombardment of Gaza say they have a moral duty to speak out.
We're paying a lot of tuition to be here. We want to know where our money is going. We want to know where the investment...
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jay from the JCast Podcast, dropping another video. I want to talk about the protests that have been happening in college campuses around the country. I'm not sure how people are surprised about these protests or how they've gotten seemingly, allegedly out of control. I'm not sure. But, you know, these kids have been told for 30, 40 years that white people are this and that, white people are not good. This is what they've been told. And that through critical race theory, the systems in place are meant to keep black and brown people down and white people in a higher position, and therefore black and brown people are always going to be oppressed. They've been told this. They've been told that slavery was bad, which it is, it absolutely is. And they've been told that the reason that the Germans in the 1930s did what they did to the people they did it to was because people saw it and said nothing and spoke nothing, which allowed the genocide to occur. Now, you tell these kids that for 30, maybe even 40 years, they're already going to be somewhat sensitive to anything that can lead to that, which is why we have all these quote-unquote woke movements of people trying to stop oppression before they happen in their minds. What did college campuses think was going to happen when you kept telling kids for 30 to 40 years that quote-unquote white people have oppressed and tried to genocide black and brown people? What do you think they were going to think now when they saw how the IDF is treating the Palestinians? You thought they were going to just be like, oh, that's crazy, and then move on with their life? No. You guys have told them ad nauseum that what can happen when you turn away from people who need your help, and the atrocities that can occur when that happens. And now you guys are inconvenienced by it because they are rightfully so upset and protesting the attack on innocent women and children as a response to what happened on October 7th. What happened on October 7th was absolutely terrible. Yeah, 100% agree. But even people in the United States know that after September 11 occurred, nobody was out here saying, yeah, you know, do X, Y, and Z to innocent women and children. Nobody was saying that. And nobody was considered anti-American for saying that. So when people criticize the IDF for doing what they're doing to innocent women and children, they're just criticizing the IDF and maybe the political leaders of Israel. It's not anti-Semitic to say, hey, don't attack innocent women and children. Right? That's what these college protests are about. And now because certain people don't like that, now all of a sudden these people are not even allowed to protest in some places. Being allowed to protest was okay for the past 10 years, from Trump to George Floyd to any other thing. But the moment they start criticizing the IDF, now all of a sudden it's an issue. You know? Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, these kids, for as annoyed, if you were okay with them marching against Trump and marching for George Floyd and marching for any other thing that they felt was an injustice, if you were okay with that, you have to be okay with this, because this is a very obvious injustice that's happening to children and women in Gaza. People who had nothing to do with the October 7th attacks. So, you know, you let us know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe.